Hi guys, Julie here. Um, Sorry about the movement there. I just want to get this set right. Outside. I'm outside because I can be. Minnesota weather, almost into May, and there's still snow on the ground, but that's okay. Um, Wanted to come to you guys today because Julian and I had been talking about what we want to do to kind of bring some information out to not just our team, but anybody who's looking to make a change in their life, and whether that's starting a new business online, whether that's starting a new network marketing business, whether it's any kind of change that you want to make in your life. And there's probably about 7 tips that Julian and I want to go through. This first one that I want to talk about is your why, your ultimate reason why you're doing what you're doing. Like us, we're doing an online business, and that has really helped us kind of put everything else into perspective and line everything else up, is to figuring out what our why is. Now, we've been in the industry for almost 10 years, so we've had some experiences, and we've had some downfalls, and we've had some wrong turns that we've made. So that's really the reason why we want to do this little series on success tips, hopefully to help anybody who is chiming in here to maybe not take those wrong turns that we took that kind of sidetracked us for a while. Hopefully to help you catapult you into becoming successful with your business or whatever changes that you're wanting to make in your life. Figuring out your why, and that why, it can't be money. It cannot be money. It has to be deeper than the money. One tip is, what's the money going to get you? And then once you answer that question, dig a little deeper. It has got to emotionally pull you and push you, pull and push you through the hard times that you may come across. More than likely, you're going to have obstacles and adversity that you're going to need to focus on your why, because it will push and pull you. That's how deep you have to go. Kind of think your why this way. Now, Tony Robbins did a really good analogy, I think, on putting it into perspective as to the reason for your why. Let's say you're setting out to take a look at the sunset, except you're heading east. You head east, you're never going to see that sunset. You can have all the greatest intentions, the best vehicle, the fastest vehicle, all the right tools. But if you're going to head east, you're never going to find that sunset. So to have your why, to have that target so big, so large, you're going to start heading in that right direction. And then those tools, the vehicle, your intention, that's all going to fall into place because you have your ultimate goal. You have your ultimate target that you're heading for. And that's the reason to do that first, to figure out what your why is first, because everything else lines up right with it. So to start with that, it's a great tip. Now, some people might know what their why is already, or maybe have a somewhat of a good idea. But if you don't, a couple of things you can do. First, have a conversation with your family or your spouse, your significant other, maybe even a couple of close friends. That's a great place to start, especially if you're not quite sure. You might have some ideas. Just to talk it through is very helpful. Now, if you have really no idea, the best thing to do is to read. And I'm not talking newspapers or sci-fi series or the latest romance novel. I'm talking personal improvement and self-improvement books. One that we suggest highly is The Traveler's Gift. We read it all the time. We've got a copy that's so tattered, I think I read it 3 or 4 times during the year. I can pick up that book and turn to any page, start from there, and go to the end. That is by Andy Andrews. Again, it's The Traveler's Gift by Andy Andrews. Great book to start with. Another one to kind of take you step by step through figuring out your why is Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Kind of a workbook way of working through to figure out what your why is. So those two are great, great books. Read those two books. Have some conversations with some close individuals to you, and that should really help you to start figuring out what your why is. And like I said, it's so very important. It just sets everything else up to fall right in line to becoming successful in whatever you choose to do. Jillian and I are going to be doing a couple more of these success tips videos. Hopefully they will help you along the way, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.